Imagine actually
3
defending
years
this.
ago, I made a video titled Funimation just confirmed they're buying Crunchyroll. Fans lose. I was memeing around with the title, because in Funimation's tweet of that news, they were trying to say that the fans won. And then 2 years ago, an update to that situation in the video I made titled Funimation and Crunchyroll did the thing. Going over the acquisition news of Funimation completing the acquisition of Crunchyroll from AT&T, as well as the Department of Justice probe investigating that acquisition regarding concerns about an anime monopoly.
Ooh.
Well, the buyout did go through, and that's old news now. However, we do have an update to that situation, as you may have heard. Crunchyroll just announced this update, saying that they are terminating Funimation service on April 2nd, 2024. This whole situation was rather weird to begin with.
That means that they are kind of separating themselves from a service, making subscription basis. It's like, let's say you have Netflix and then you have HBO connected. I think this is exactly the same thing, just that they're like, now they're different things. So they are already different entities, but I think they agreed upon being combined service and now they're separating themselves, which makes just the whole consumer aspect just worse.
Plenty of good concerns about it being a monopoly, which I think many would disagree with the DOJ on.
Yeah.
But also the way that they, the way that Sony specifically went about this, having Funimation by Crunchyroll, but essentially making Funimation the one that would not be used anymore and like putting it all into Crunchyroll. So yeah, it was a weird situation. And it gets even more greedy here.
Oh, no, this is translation, isn't it? Funimation, is that translation? Basically, it's like the studio only delivers the series that they create onto Crunchyroll and no other service, making a monopoly. I was thinking Funimation was a different subscription service that they connect with different anime subscription services to make one. Okay, no, this is completely different. No, I was thinking about something completely different.
But Crunchyroll,
two competing service, publishers. Yeah, now I remember.
USD $54.95 a year to USD $99 a year and 99 cents beginning January 28th.
This is why piracy exists.
Over on Reddit Crunchyroll, some Redditors would actually attempt to defend Crunchyroll, pointing out the different tiers and saying that the price increase really isn't that substantial, essentially. That sentiment further reflected in this top comment, which attempts to say...
Wait, how much does it cost for Crunchyroll subscription now? When I subscribe to Crunchyroll, it costs $5 every month.
Comment, which attempts to say that most
That's a long
people
time
are mad
ago
because they assume the price for Crunchyroll is increasing substantially.
But
and a Reddit Crunchyroll moderator also backing that up. But I'm not sure why they have an issue understanding the concept that some people are going to be affected by this price increase and they're not happy about it. Furthermore, arguably the biggest point of contention and why people are upset is this next part. Do I lose my digital content though? And a response. What is going to happen to my digital copies? We understand that you may have concerns about your digital copies from Funimation. Please note that Crunchyroll does not currently support Funimation digital copies, which means that access to previously available digital copies will not be supported. But of course, Crunchyroll bootlickers over on the Crunchyroll subreddit are going to try and defend their favorite corp.
These digital copies, did you buy them? Did they purchase them directly? Because if they purchase them and they lose their access because of this, shouldn't that be illegal? Shouldn't that be illegal? That sounds really bad. Because I feel like that is so wrong. There gotta be some rule sets around this. If somebody purchases a digital asset and they're not now losing access to it, they should get full refund. That would be a big loss. So that means that this is a part of Europe, right? Crunchyroll works in Europe, so that should definitely be a case.
And one bootlicking Redditor in particular at the top attempting to blame YouTubers for the criticism that
technically in these contracts you don't own the digital goods. I get it, but I think that if you're losing access to it, I think there should be laws that if you lose access to it, you should get full refund on losing the access to it.
Crunchyroll gets. Well, the great news for everyone else is that there are alternatives to Crunchyroll, which we'll be talking about a little more later on. Let's hop back over to Twitter to the responses to the initial post we took a look at. We got some great comments, such as, Japan needs to be cutting out these grifty middlemen altogether, and every streaming service sucks now, as well as, we all knew this was going to happen back when Sony bought Crunchyroll, lol. And then these two responses just confuse me because they say, I guess it's back to pirating streaming sites for me then, as well as they really want us to take out the flags again, don't they? And these confuse me because, like, why did you stop? Why did you stop to begin with?
I mean, the thing is that I feel like gaming and even streaming services, they're back making usage for consumers way worse. And I think that overall for both sides, more people are just jumping more into piracy. because they don't understand it, that this is a market they're meant to supply entertainment and make it accessible, like easy and accessible for users to take in, so they would want to purchase your product, to want to subscribe to you. But because, like, why would they deal with all the hassle of purchasing and doing this and that when they can get it for free? The point of a subscription service, and Gabe always said this the right way, the problem with piracy is usually the product's accessibility. It's usually more of a problem that the supplier is dealing with than the consumer. If you make something easy to use and easy to obtain, or if you make the process way simpler, if you buying it, more people will buy it. But why would I buy anything or pay for anything when I could get everything better and easier and like just generally more for free? There's nothing more attracted to the human mind than free. Have you ever gotten something for free? Usually whenever people are so unfounded about the idea of something being free that, or they might sometimes think that there's something sketchy about this. There's something bad about this. But in reality, if you went 10 years back and you got like a free meal, or you got like free candy or free something, like a free item, you would appreciate that thing more because you got it for free. You got this good thing for free. Why would I pay for subscription services when I can watch something collectively for free somewhere else with no issues at all? Why would I buy a game if I could get it for free with no lockout of some deluxe editions or new game plus by paying $10 extra when I can get it for free? That doesn't make sense. They gotta hit a crash, because like all of these things are way more accessible now than it was before, when piracy was a problem. Piracy now is way easier than it was. Any dumbbutt fuck could figure it out now without any issues. And I don't know why these companies are doubling down to make like games and media content way more worse to access than usual.
Look, I'm just gonna say what I said before. I overheard a
Why pay
conversation
for WoW repairs and Decora is paying for the exactly
talking.
Right?
They said there's no reason to support Crunchyroll or waste your money on that stuff. That there's better alternatives that you can use for free that work better and have a better library, etc., etc. So yeah, and if you're concerned about supporting the anime industry, well, Crunchyroll doesn't really do a great job of that either. Like, there's better ways of doing that without using Crunchyroll too. So win-win for you. And that's what I'm going to leave you guys with.
There you go. Look at that.
Some other stuff too. So thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you think about this one. And I look forward to seeing you in the next segment.
Yeah, I don't know. This it's kind of the, I don't know. I want to know. I'm actually a little bit excited to see how things go in 3 years. I wouldn't know, because they're kind of pushing it by every year. Every year it gets worse and worse for consumers. Jesus Christ, you look crazy in this picture. Every year it gets worse and worse for consumers, and I want to know what the market decides in 3 years if they keep pushing it like this. I really want to know and see how it goes. I'm excited to see it, because at the moment things, I don't understand. I think you're a fool if you pay for anything at this point. Absolutely a fool. Like, because it's insane how belittling these companies think of most of their consumers. They just want to try to drain and make it worse for everyone. Hi, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe. I'll post videos nearly every day, so if you want to watch any more reactions, feel free to subscribe and I'll see you there.